So the $150 annual fee just posted to my American Express Green Card account, and I'm at a crossroads. Should I keep this card or should I cancel it? I weigh the pros and cons in this video and make a decision, so let's get right into it. To begin, the American Express Green Card is the starter level charge card by American Express that focuses primarily on travel with its multipliers and benefits. The sign-up bonus on this card is usually around 40,000 to 50,000 membership rewards points after spending $2,000 in the first 6 months. The multipliers on this card include 3x at US restaurants, 3x on transit, 3x on travel, and 1x on everything else. And the annual fee for this card is $150. But there are several benefits you can use to help offset this annual fee, including a $100 clear credit and a $100 Lounge Buddy credit. The card also offers no foreign transaction fees. So for me, I got this card a few months after I completed the American Express trifecta, which consisted of the American Express Platinum card, Gold card, and the Blue Business Plus card. I've been using the AMEX trifecta for the first couple months, but I noticed that this trifecta was missing several key categories, which were the travel category, specifically hotels, and the transit category. So I decided to apply for this card and was able to get the 45,000 membership reward point sign-up bonus, and things were looking pretty good. I had previously received the 100,000 membership rewards point sign-up bonus from the Platinum card, as well as the 75,000 membership reward point sign-up bonus from the Gold card as well. And I was really starting to rack up the membership rewards points. I continued to use the American Express quadfecta for the remainder of the year, and I actually expected to keep this as a primary setup long-term. But after a few months, I noticed something was missing. With this American Express setup, it's important to have a backup Visa or Mastercard since not all merchants take American Express, and I actually ran into this problem more frequently than I'd expected, usually at restaurants. So because of this, I had to keep an extra random Visa card in my wallet just for this one purpose, and it wasn't really the best situation. And so for me, I'm always looking for ways to minimize the number of cards in my wallet, but at the same time get as much value from those cards as possible. For me, I was looking for a card with a good multiplier in the travel and transit category as well as the everything else category, and do this as a Visa or Mastercard. And for me, that card was the Bank of America Premium Rewards Elite credit card. And since I'm Platinum Honors tier with the Bank of America Preferred Reward system, I was able to boost the existing multipliers on the card to 3.5x on travel and transit, 3.5x on dining, as well as 2.625x on everything else. This really was the backup card that I needed because not only did it cover the travel and transit categories with solid multipliers, it also had the ability to be my everything else card, and it had a great dining multiplier as well, so I could use this card at restaurants that didn't accept American Express. But another issue with this card for me was that I couldn't use the benefits to help offset the annual fee, as I also have the American Express Platinum card. Around the time I got the Green card, the Platinum card just got its refreshed benefits in mid-2021, which included the $179 clear credit, which is now $189, which would cover the entire clear membership as opposed to the Green card, which only covered $100 of it. Also, the American Express Platinum card offers very comprehensive lounge access, so the $100 Lounge Buddy credit wasn't really being put to any good use either. So at this point, the Green card to me was an extra card in my wallet that was really only used to cover the travel and transit category, and it had a $150 annual fee that I couldn't really offset with any of the provided benefits. When looking from strictly the multiplier standpoint, doing the math, I would have to spend at least $7,500 to get value from this card, assuming I redeemed each MR point at a 2 cent per point valuation. If we look at this slide here, if I were to spend $7,500 on my American Express Green card, and we'll assume that I do this all in the travel category, getting me 3x points back, that would total 22,500 membership rewards points. If I were to spend $7,500 on my American Express Blue Business Plus card, which is the alternative card I'll be using for travel, getting me 2x points back, this would total 15,000 membership rewards points. The difference between these two reward point values is 7,500 membership rewards points. And if these points were valued at 2 cents per point, this would equal $150, which is the value of the Green card's annual fee. And so based on all of the above, I was already planning on canceling this card, but then this happened. The Wells Fargo autograph card was released last month in July 2022, offering what I think is one of the best no annual fee credit cards on the market. And the reason is because it does basically what a mid-tier card like the American Express Green card can do, but better and for free. If we just look at the multipliers, both cards get 3x on restaurants, 3x on travel, and 3x on transit. But then the autograph card also gives 3x on 3 additional categories, which are gas stations, popular streaming services, and phone plans, all for no annual fee. You know, and for me, I personally have a difficult time justifying holding a card with an annual fee if another card with no annual fee is just as good, if not better. And so this was the last straw for me, and really helped me make my final decision to cancel my American Express Green card. Now, having said that, just because it doesn't make any sense for me, doesn't mean that it won't make any sense for you. I'm actually pretty happy that I got the green card when I did, and there are certainly situations where the American Express green card can be a good fit for you. The first is if you really want to maximize your membership rewards points. I mean, if you've never had the AMEX Green card, I would at the very least consider getting this card for the sign-up bonus, because 40,000 to 50,000 membership rewards points is no joke, and actually can be very helpful to help boost your membership rewards points total. It also can be a good card if you don't plan on having the American Express Platinum card, as the green card covers all the main travel categories, including airfare, and you have the added bonus of being able to take full advantage of the provided benefits, including the Clear credit as well as the Lounge Buddy credit. And lastly, we should discuss the multipliers of the card, because the earnings rates on both of these cards are similar, but if you take a look at the redemption values, those can be completely different. For example, if you value membership rewards points at 2 cents per point, you can potentially get twice as much value from earnings from the green card if you decide to use transfer partners as a redemption option. On the other hand, the Wells Fargo autograph card does not have this option, and its redemption rate is capped at 1 cent per point. And so that's why I'm going to be canceling my American Express green card. Now, what do you think of all of this? Would you also cancel this card if you were in my situation? Let me know in the comments below, and since you're here, make sure to check out these 2 videos that I think you'll enjoy.